NBA playoffs continue on Monday night. Another pair of game fours for you, and I've got free plays and analysis in both NBA games for Monday night here in this video. Pistons, Cavaliers, Thunder, Lakers, free opinion side, total player props coming up with analysis right here, right now. Hi, this is Steve Merril, WagerTalk.com, right back here on WagerTalk TV, breaking down both your games from Monday night, May the 11th. Quick reminder, if you're liking these videos, all I ask is a thumbs up like, and if you're on your mobile device, click the hype button as well. Hype it up. Click subscribe and click the bell also for instant alerts so you'll know when Tuesday, Wednesday, all the NBA playoff videos are posted each and every day here on the channel. And don't forget to also post free baseball videos throughout the day and throughout the week. Check those out here on Wager Talk TV as well. All right, let's look at your first game on Monday night. This is the more competitive series and should be the better game of the night. Detroit-Cleveland Game 4 on NBC and Peacock. Cleveland got back on track with the Game 3 home win as expected. We had a strong best bet for them. I gave them to you in the video as well. We also had the over in that game on Saturday. So a nice sweep of the board on both sides in total in Game 3. And it's been a competitive series. Even though Detroit won the first two games, Cleveland's been in the games, and they finally found out a way to close out Game 3 at home. Told you going in, I thought this would be an extended series, 6 or 7 games, both teams evenly matched. So if that's the point, the zigzag should work here. I would lean towards Detroit plus the 3.5 to bounce back in Game 4. However, the concern, as I mentioned in the Game 3 video, is that Cleveland, the home team just in general, is now a perfect 10-0 straight up in all Cavalier playoff games this year. That's right. The home team, a perfect 10-0 straight up, including 3-0 already in this series, and 9-1 against the spread. So, yes, there's a chance Cleveland wins by 3 or less, but most likely whoever wins this game is going to probably cover. I think Detroit's been the better team overall in this series, and even though Cleveland got back on track on Saturday as expected with that 7-point win, keep in mind they're only up by 2 points heading into the fourth quarter. They shot 58% from the field and only won by 7. They were plus 9 from three-point range and only won by 7. And they were even at the free throw line. That's a concern. Detroit's been the better team overall. Detroit still had a 60 to 54 points in the paint edge. They had an 11-10 fast break edge. This is a situation where Detroit's been the better team in the series. Coming off a loss, I would lean that way plus the 3.5 with the Pistons in what's been a pretty competitive series overall. As far as the total, I like the over in Game 3. We had a strong best bet on it for my clients, but I'm coming back with the zigzag on this one. I think the under 213 is the way to go now. One of the reasons is what I just mentioned. Cleveland had an optimal shooting game at 58%. Pistons shot well, too, at 45%. Both teams hit around 37% combined from 3. I don't look for that to continue here. I look for the defenses to step up. And one of the reasons the zigzag is a good handicap approach in the postseason is because teams make adjustments. And you know Detroit's going to make the defensive adjustments. I think Cleveland will focus on D as well. So I'd be careful with the over in this one. I think the under 213 has value now in game number 4. That's at 8 o'clock Eastern for you once again on NBC and Peacock. Player props. If I'm leaning towards the under here, and if I look for some offensive regression, especially from Cleveland, that would get me looking at some player props under. By the way, if I lean Detroit, lean the under. Yes, Cleveland team total under 108, 108.5 even available. Cleveland under 108 makes some sense. They got to 116 and shot 58% from the field. I think they probably stay under 108 here in this game on Monday night. So we'd look for some Cleveland players maybe to look towards the under as well. Digging into the guys that were the outliers in the Game 3 box score for Cleveland. Well, we'll start with the big two. We always talk about how Mitchell and Harden have to get it done. They had some nice advantages in the previous series against Toronto. Mitchell had another huge game, 35 points, 24 shots. Harden had just 19 points, 8 for 14. I'm not a fan of Harden. He's kind of an up-and-down guy. I would think Mitchell's a guy we don't want to fade. Just be neutral in him in this game. Not looking for the over, but just be neutral. Harden, maybe we do take a shot now with the under. I know many of you in the chat, in the comments below, have talked about you don't trust Harden. Well, he did have 7 assists, though, and only 3 turnovers. So he played a pretty clean game. But as we know, Harden has a tendency to have some bad games. So maybe we do look to fade James Harden in this one. Jared Allen, after what was it, just 2 points, I think, in Game 1. He's had back-to-back double-digit scoring games. He was 7 for 9 shooting, though, pretty optimal. Can't shoot much better than that. Got to 18 points. So maybe Jared Allen does regress a little bit here in game number 4. Let me pull up his numbers for you. Allen was priced, I believe, in that last game. He was priced around 11.5. He's now at 12.5. So we have seen a little bit of a bump because he had 2 points in Game 1. He's had 40 points the last 2 games combined. Do we maybe see a little bit of a regression from Jared Allen here in Game 4 under 12.5? Evan Mobley not getting many looks. He had 13 points, but he only had 6 shot attempts and didn't make a 3. Got to the free throw line, though, 10 times. If Mobley doesn't get to the charity stripe as much in this game, and I think the Pistons will probably be careful with that. He might stay under the 15.5. Keep in mind he had only 14 and 9 points, and he had only 13. He's actually been under in all 3 games so far. So Mobley is another guy maybe we look to play under 15.5 total points. As far as the Detroit side, never looking to fade Cade Cunningham. He had another nice game, triple-double, to say the least. Nice game. 27 points, 10 rebounds, 10 assists. Cunningham is an over or pass prop player, in my opinion. And Tobias Harris is another guy we have not been looking to fade, but he had a pretty optimal game. 50% shooting, 100% from the free throw line, 67% from 3, and he ended up with 21 points. But Harris and Cunningham do the heavy lifting for this team, not guys we're looking to fade. Nobody else really jumps out to me. Duran's been kind of inconsistent in the playoffs. The big man down low was 5 for 8 with 11 points. He really has not done much this postseason. He struggled at times in that Toronto series, and Cleveland does have some size down low. He has now had 11 or less in all 3 games in this series and stayed well under the 14.5 total. So be careful with Duran. To be Jalen Duran under or pass for me for the big man, 6'10" center. All right, let's look at the next game, and this one's been a blowout series, Thunder Lakers, and it will probably continue to be a blowout series. Game 4 here in LA at 10:30 Eastern. This one on Prime. We get it on Prime, but it's not much of a game. You know, the Lakers were about an 8.5-point home dog the other night on Saturday. Told you I thought in Game 2 maybe they could hang. Game 3 maybe they could hang, and they did hang. They were in both of those games, even leading outright at times, and then it still ended up losing by double digits. That's a bad sign, because now they're down 0-3. They're going to get swept in this series most likely, and they really played well in Game 3, and they still lost by 23 points. Red flag alert, to say the least. This is a team of the Lakers that just do not match up well in this series. If you had told me the Lakers were going to shoot 47% from three-point range, they could hit 72% of their free throws and get to the free throw line 15 times more, and it would be a 23-point win by somebody, we would have thought it was the Lakers winning by 23. Nope, they lost by 23. Let's put this in perspective once again. And by the way, I talked about this in the Game 3 video on Saturday. Players met with the officials at center court after Game 2, which was strange. Told you I thought the Lakers would get the calls. Well, they did. 15 more free throw attempts. They got to the line 25 times, the Thunder only 10 times. And SGA usually gets there 10 times on his own, and they still lost by 23 points. And, oh yeah, they hit 14 three-pointers, shot 47% from beyond the arc. That ain't happening again. Probably won't get as many beneficial calls now. They're in big trouble. The only way I would play this is to lay it with the Thunder. Hard to say there's any value. The line was 8.5, now it's 11. 10.5's 11, depending on where you look. But the Thunder have won every game in this series by double digits. They're a veteran-tested championship team. They don't want to have to go to Game 5. They want to get it done. Lakers probably don't even care about going back out to the Midwest. They'll just stay in L.A. And the Thunder also know how to win and win streaks. They've won 7 in a row here in the playoffs. Keep in mind they won 16 in a row back in November, December, off to that NBA record 24-1 straight-up start. They're the defending world champs. They've been the best defense in the league for the last 2 years. 2 of the best defensive teams in recent history. And they're still without technically their second-best offensive player, Jalen Williams. They played 13 different guys in Game 3 the other night, and they're not even missing Williams. They still got to 131. You also have to wonder, when the Lakers got outscored by 13, they blew a 3-point halftime lead, got outscored by 13 in the third, down by 10. Then they got outscored by 12. The fight is gone. Why would they possibly show up here? If you're going to play it, I would lay it with the Thunder minus the 10.5 to minus 11. As far as player props, another reason it's hard to trust the Lakers is SGA has stayed under in all 3 games, and they've still won by, 28, 20, 18, and 23. 28, 18, and 23, and SGA has had 23 points or less in all 3 games. Another bad sign. Do we pick his over finally? Does he have a breakout game here? Perhaps. He did play 33 minutes, got 20 shot attempts. As I said, he only got to the free throw line 7 times. He had 7 of their 10 free throw attempts. Problem is, though, if it's a big lead, do they just rest him? Now, if it's a sweep situation, they're going to be off for the next week, so maybe they don't rest him as much. I think SGA over is worth a look here. He's due for a breakout game. Keep in mind the final 3 games against Phoenix. Well, all 4 games he had 25 or more. The final 3 games against Phoenix, he had 31 or more in each game, and he's at 18, 22, or 23. He's still priced at 28.5, but in Game 1 it was 31.5, so we are getting a discount. SGA up and over 28.5. Hey, never afraid to play the best scorer in the league over after 3 underperformances. Nothing's wrong. He's just been spreading the ball around. A.J. Mitchell's been fantastic. He had 24 points, probably his best game ever in the playoffs. 10 for 17 shooting. So normally you'd say, oh, we fade Mitchell. Be careful. The shooting guard has put 18 or more up in all 3 games in this series, 18, 20, and 24, and he's only priced at 17 for his over-under, so I would just be neutral on Mitchell. He probably is due to regress, but he's been over in all 3 games. SGA over is worth a look. Holmgren continues to score 18 to 20 points every game in this series. Really not looking to fade any Thunder players because the Lakers probably don't have much fight left. As far as LA, they played a bunch of guys off the bench as well. Bronny James got 3.5 minutes with Daddy. Him and LeBron. Could Bronny play more minutes? If you can find some Bronny props, it might be worth a look. You know, it's interesting. He plays, well, I'll pull it up here. I was looking at this earlier. He plays like 3 to 4 minutes a game. But back in Game 4, when the Lakers had the 3-0 lead against Houston, he played 15 minutes in that Game 4. They, of course, lost. He didn't play much in Game 5. He's had 2 points total in this series, and that came in Game 4 the other night with 3.5 minutes. I don't know if you can even find Bronny props. Some sportsbooks might have them. Do we take a flyer on his over if it's the swan song last chance for him to play with Papa? Maybe. Makes some sense, right? And LeBron, you know, they probably give him some extended minutes as well in that scenario in the last game, you know, for the season in L.A. LeBron up and over might be worth a look in this one. He played 37 minutes. Austin Reeves, obviously it's over or past there. He had a bad Game 1, monster Game 2, then he only had 17 points in Game 3, but him and LeBron were just 3 for 11 from three-point range, even though the rest of the team shot well. Hachimura, 5 for 8 from 3, 7 for 14, 21 points. He's probably due to regress a little bit, as the Thunder are a great defensive team. It's hard to imagine they're going to let a power forward go off on him once again. But he has been good in this series. He's had 16 or more in all 3 games. He's only priced at 14.5, but he was 12.5 a couple games ago. So Hachimura maybe regresses under 14.5 total points for the Lakers. Looks like a 4-game sweep here. Hey, I know conspiracy theories, they don't want to sweep, but the Lakers hung in Game 2. They led outright. Game 3, they led outright at halftime. They still lost by double digits. If you're going to play it, the only way I would do it is to lay it with the Thunder minus 10.5 to 11. That's at 10:30 Eastern on Prime. All right, there you go. Your 2 Monday night games for you in the NBA. Monday, May the 11th. Don't forget, I'll be back with more videos each and every day. I'll be back Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Whenever there are games, whenever series continue, I will have free videos for that matchup for you on sides, total player props. So if you're finding it useful, thumbs up, like, comment below. And hey, when you comment below, include some analysis. What sides, total player props do you like? I read the comments. I reply back. Include that analysis so we can all learn and earn and win together here on WagerTalk TV. And don't forget, click subscribe and click the bell for an instant alert so you never miss out when the free NBA videos and the free baseball videos are posted here on the channel each and every day. Now, I'm going to give you free opinions in every postseason game. A lot of these are light TV leans only. 1% of bankroll would be proper money management for a light TV lean. Sometimes, though, these plays do make my personal best bet card, and those are strong 4% games. The only way to know which games I'm personally using that are rated as 4% is to go to my website, stevemerril.wagertalk.com. And while you're there, check out the daily free play. Bonus free play every day. Normally in baseball this time of the year, goes up with analysis, and that's the last cut. Just a bit outside from being a personal best bet, so it's actually a strong opinion. I'd rate that as like a 2% opinion. Go get the free play for Monday. Check out the strong baseball and basketball best bets, stevemerril.wagertalk.com, and hey, get there quicker with shortcut wt.buzz/SM. And while you're there, check out some special offers. 3 days for $49. If you want a 3-day sampler, one play is $25. 1 day all access is $39. Get 3 days for just $49. It's a special entry product right now, 3-day sampler for $49, baseball and basketball combined. Or if you're ready to take a more serious investment approach, the 30-day all access is always a popular option. It's normally $299, but nope, you're getting it for $199 right now. Instant $100 discount. But to make it even better, I'm including 10 more bonus days. So it's 40 days, and it's not even for the price of 30 because you get $100 off the normal rate. 40 days all access for just $199. No promo code needed. Or the best investment choice and the lowest cost of entry, the lowest cost per play is the 1 year all access because you're getting over an $800 instant discount. That gets it down to about $3 a day, $1 a play for the next 365 days and nights. College and pro football, college and pro basketball, and Major League Baseball. If you've got that bankroll, if you've got the discipline, if you've got multiple sports books, if you're ready to take a serious investment approach like a professional handicapper and sports bettor, this is the time to get on board that 1 year because it's an instant $800 discount, getting it down to about $1 a play. No promo codes needed, and of course it doesn't matter if you get 1 play, 1 day, 3 days, 1 week, 1 month, 1 year. Everyone's getting the same best bets. They're my personal best bets. If I'm using a game, I send it to all my clients every day, and it's always been that way. 30 years ago, almost 30 years ago, this August of 1996. This August will be my 30th anniversary as a full-time sports bettor and professional handicapper, and it's always been the same. If I'm using a play, every client gets it. Get my strong best bets for Monday Night Pro Basketball and Major League Baseball, along with that bonus free play. Don't forget about the free play. Steve Merril, WagerTalk.com, and get there quicker with shortcut wt.buzz/SM. Click the like button on your mobile device. Click that hype button. Always appreciate it. Comment below. What sides, totals, player props do you like tonight? Click subscribe and click the bell for instant alerts. And also be sure to follow me on social media for updates, links to the videos, free plays, and analysis on X and Instagram at Steve Merril, 2 R's, 1 L, Merril, at Steve Merril on X and Instagram. And stay tuned here to Wager Talk TV because you know there's more free play videos coming up next.